Mama, you're the reason I can smile. 'Cause of you I'm not running wild. Oh mama, oh mama. Mama, you show me what love is. Oh mama, yes you did.
What's going on, ladies and gentle fellers? Welcome to the Canterbury Broomes podcast. I am Enoch Broomes, and with me is my co-host, my mother, Miss Barbara Canterbury. So what are we going to talk about today?
I want to ask a question. When you are pacing up and down in the home, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour, before you start to pace, is there an urge that comes over you before you start to do your pacing up and down?
Well, that's actually a very good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that before necessarily. But for me, I guess I could say I'm the type of person that likes to move and likes to create, so I like to act out what I'm creating. It gives me an idea and it puts my ideas in perspective and it keeps things in order for me. That's why
That makes sense. But just because I am living with you all the time, so you were doing that since you were a little boy, and now you're an adult. So it just dawned on me, it's not the acting part, because that is stimulating your mind, is before that starts to happen, I was wondering if there's an urge, a sensation, something that make you just randomly get up and start walking like you do, up and down.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an urge. I would say whenever I have, like I said, whenever I have an idea that's in my head, I have, well, I guess you can say it's an urge to act it out by walking around. Like,
Okay.
I guess you could say that would be an urge.
Okay,
So,
okay. Because I always wondered, but I never asked because I'm so used to it. So it's nothing like strange to me, but I just like to educate myself, because having you, I have learned a lot about people with autism and people that struggle with anxiety. I've learned a lot from having you, but I never asked that question because it does not make me feel uncomfortable because I'm used to it. But I was wondering because you just randomly get up and start to do your pacing. And I know the pacing is called stemming, but I was wondering if it was an urge, but you answered that already. That's why I asked that. So thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I actually did hear about having it be a certain term called stemming. I actually heard about that.
Yeah,
And
because stemming means it's stimulating your mind.
yeah.
And as you say, you're coming up with ideas to do your creations and you act them out. So that's what stemming is.
Yeah, it's just that I haven't heard that term in a while. It does jog some memories. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that, and yeah, this is pretty good information. Hopefully, everybody can take something out of it. And
What would you say the kind of person you are in the sense of, would you say you're a calm person? Would you say you're not a calm person? How would you describe yourself?
well, to be honest with you, I've tried to ask that question to myself a lot of times, and so far I don't necessarily have an immediate answer.
You see, that is honesty.
Yeah.
That is being truthful, other than fabricating an answer to make it sound all fancy and good. You answered me truthfully. I love that.
Yeah. Cuz the last thing I want to do is like put on a face that is not me and is not truly authentic. Then it defeats the purpose of making these types of videos, you know what I mean? So, yeah,
Would you say you're a quiet person or a loud person?
quiet or loud person. Let me think about this now. I guess it depends on the day, cuz when I'm like chilling, just having fun, reacting to certain game shows and stuff, I get interactive.
Do you know the truth why I asked that? Because when you were younger and I took you to the movies, when you were diagnosed and it was all new to me how to parent someone like you couldn't stand the noise in the cinema, the theater. So you would always have your hand to your ears. And I said, you know what, I'm going to keep taking you to the movies. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know when you stopped putting your hand to your ears. But I kept taking you frequently because of that. So that is the purpose for me asking if you know when you're loud. Because sometimes you complain when other people are loud. And I'm wondering if you know when you are loud.
To tell you the truth, I don't blame you, because even I don't even remember the last time I plugged my ears with my hands when going to the movies. I don't know when last I did that.
Because you outgrew that, as I said.
Yeah,
But now at your adult age, I'm wondering, because you have outgrown that behavior, if you are aware of when you are not necessarily loud, but too loud.
yeah. No, I'm getting to that. Well, the thing is, based on my natural singing voice, my voice can sometimes carry even when I'm soft. So I may feel like I'm doing it as soft as I can, but my voice, even at the softest point, it still illuminates in the room, and you can still hear me. My voice is that type of. That's how it was made, basically.
Okay. Because I am the opposite. I'm accused of being too soft, even when I was little, about 1,000 years ago. Speak up, speak up. And in my mind, I am speaking like loud enough for the person to hear. And I was always puzzled by that, because even though now I'm in a dinosaur age,
Stop it. You're not a
I'm
dinosaur. Stop saying that.
still told that, oh, you speak softly. But that's how yeah. But I think I don't want us to be too long-winded with the podcast, so.
Yeah, you're not being long-winded at all. But yeah, there were times where I even even said that you needed to speak up, because I can't. There are times I can't necessarily hear you, but it's amazing the contrast between us. You are technically soft spoken. I don't know when I'm loud because of my voice illuminating, and yeah, it's a very interesting differences in contrast.
Yeah.
And yeah, well,
Well, I just want us to speak about things that are true.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want us to, if we're going to do a podcast, dress it up so it sounds all fancy
Exactly.
and it's not authentic. I don't want to be a part of anything like that.
Neither do I.
So, knowing that I never asked you that question,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, seeing that we didn't plan what we would speak about,
Yeah.
I said, let me ask you that question. But I think that's good enough for now.
Yep, that's good enough for now. Hopefully you're able to gather some lesson to this podcast, and hopefully you get to carry these lessons throughout your lives. And remember, put the E in effort and put the B in bravery. Enoch Broomes and my mom, Miss Barbara Canterbury, signing off, y'all. Take care, guys. We hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye bye.
All right, she said bye-bye.